Welcome back to another episode on Legend and Comic Show. And then on this episode, we're going to talk about how young Jeezy got custody over his daughter. Yeah. See, a lot of times, men ain't the problem. And a lot of these relationships involving kids, right? And we always get the short end of the stick, making it seem like that every woman that brings a child into this world is the perfect mother. And when shit is wrong, it's always the man's fault. Sometimes it's some women that ain't right. And then you have to get away from them. But you still love your child. You still want to raise your child and be a good father. But sometimes when you have sex with the wrong woman, she don't care about that. The kid well-being. She give a fuck about her. Yeah, she just throw all that out the way, X all that out. Just selfish as hell. Because let's just talk about it. This is disrespectful to all the good single mothers that do a great job of parenting without the system, without playing games on men, good men, without lying on good men just because they're emotionally involved and they still want the man. So they want the man life to be hell. This is disrespectful to all them good mothers. When certain women decide to just try to work their game their whole life. Their whole life is trying to lock a man in and get a baby. Then when he leave them, they want to run and put him on child support, even though he's paying the bills. Even though the whole time they was with him, he took care of the child. Knowing that when they run down there and put their paperwork in, they're going to make the man old for 3 or 4 years. However long that a man is with a woman and y'all split and a woman go down there and put him on child support, the system is so fucked up. They act like you ain't never did none the time you been there. They will make you pay, you be basically paying triple. You was there doing everything right by your child. And they gonna say, hey, well, look, you old for that. Yeah, that's how cold it is. So, like I said, it's a lot of women out here that make it happen and they do it the right way and it looks beautiful and they don't complain and they shining and they looking good and they represent motherhood right. So for the lazy women out here that don't represent it right and disrespect them and act like it can't be done without scamming and scheming, stop it. Kudos to young Jeezy for getting custody of his baby. Okay, let's get to the bread and the butter of the show today. 26-year-old woman dates a 16-year-old boy. Ooh, he's in heaven right now. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, nah, that's wrong. She shouldn't be dating that 16-year-old boy. But it is different for a boy. And the reason why I can say this because I am a living proof. I was 16 years old when I had sex with a grown woman. Yes, she was like 24 years old. Yes, it was fucking amazing. She didn't rape me. I know the law was stated it's statutory rape, but she did not take or force me to do it. She just enticed me with words. And I looked at her and I couldn't resist. Now, she put me in like a situation that led me to doing what we did. Don't get me wrong, it was like a setup. But I don't think this is wrong. Now, on the other hand, if this is a 26-year-old man and a 16-year-old girl, you are a child molester and you need to go straight to jail times 10. No excuses whatsoever. It's a difference for a boy. But a girl, you're a child molester. Period. Even if she want to do it, you are a child molester. If you're a grown ass man over the age of 18 messing with a little girl under the age of 18, because that's what she is. Ain't no way to make it look good. But back to the story. 26-year-old woman dates a 16-year-old boy. Let me tell you something about when you're 16. When you're 16, you got stamina and energy for days. Do you know how long he can fuck that lady? That young man can go to work for a long time and never get tired. That's why she's in love with him. She's in love with him and she's dating him because he's probably makes her feel good. Because look, at 26, you're not old. She's still young. So they can still agree with each other. They can relate to each other. She can keep, him to a certain level of kind of raising him a little bit. And he can keep her vibrant, and still in tune with what's going on. It's a perfect match. Let me tell you something right now. That little dude is doing some things with that lady. I'm telling you, she is training and taming and showing him some shit he ain't never seen before. And he's standing up in it. He's standing up in it to where she like, ooh, I'm keeping you. And guess what? She would beat a little girl up about this man. But he's 16, gonna be 17, finna be grown, and it's finna be on. But I tell you one thing, he have learned that being with a grown, experienced woman is something special. That's all he gonna want. For the rest of his life, he is never gonna want a woman younger than him. You see how she think? He gonna always pick her. I need something at least 10, 20 years older than me. I don't need nothing young. This is how I started. I started when I farted. That's what he gonna be saying. Leave it in the comment, all my YouTube listeners, Facebook listeners. Do y'all think that this 26-year-old lady is wrong for dating this 16-year-old boy? Because he looks happy on this picture. He looks happy. Smiling like a motherfucker. I mean, they got more than one picture, like when they out at the park, you know. They got another picture where it look like they done went to the movies. And I'm telling you, he hitting it from the back. Now, another thing I know she probably doing, she got him doing, I don't even want to say it. I know this is what she got him doing. She look like it. Because she pretty as a motherfucker. 44-year-old man, girlfriend 19 years old, and people on the internet saying, why? Mind your business. Don't get mad because some men still got it. At 44 years old, if you kept yourself up, didn't do hard drugs, didn't drink a lot of alcohol, didn't smoke a lot of cigarettes, ate the right foods, worked out a little bit throughout your life, you still gonna look good. You still gonna be able to get young women. You still gonna be able to get the thoughts. Yeah, the strippers, the bank flippers. You gonna still be able to get young women, middle-aged women, any pick that you decide if you kept yourself up. A lot of people can't understand that because you know what? They used to seeing somebody that's 44 years old that's ran over, run down, and finished. Yeah, like a classic car that's looking like a piece of sheet metal. The paint and faded. It's smoking. It's still driving, but it's barely holding on. But when you see an old classic car that's engine rebuilt, the tires still look good, new paint on it, they keep redoing the interior. They keep that classic car up to like when it was first brought out to the showroom floor from the dealership and the manufacturer. That's a well-kept brother. Don't get mad at older men that's still getting these young, sexy motherfucking women. I'm doing it too. I'm 42. I ain't old though. I'm in the middle. And as I get older to get old, it's a beautiful thing that you can do it. Now when you get to 50, then you're in the middle where you can say, hey man, I'm getting old. But it still don't stop if you kept your crop together. If you kept your plants watered, fresh, full of nutrients, you're going to continue to grow and continue to blow. Yeah, you're going to continue to blow they black out. Yeah, you will continue to be able to blow these young women back out pleasurably, extravagantly, inch by inch. And they still know who you is and respect you. But if you done lost that, you fucked up.